Ants have 6 legs. Elena and Andre write equations showing the proportional relationship between the number of ants, A, to the number of ant legs, L. Elena writes A equals 6 times L, and Andre writes L equals 1/6 times A. Do you agree with either of the equations? So I'm actually going to build my own equation first, and then I'll compare it to what they have written themselves. So I'm thinking about this as, here are the number of ants. And for every ant that I have, I get 6 legs. So if I have 1 ant, I get 6 times 1 is 6. If I have 2 ants, 2 times 6 is 12, etc. So this allows me to say that 6 times A equals L, the number of ant legs. This also lets me say that the equations that Elena and Andre wrote are not correct. I know that Andre's is wrong because he wrote L equals 1/6 times A, and we just checked and we know that actually we shouldn't be multiplying by 1/6, we should be multiplying by 6 for the number of ant legs. And I know that Elena's is wrong because she did write A equals 6 times L, and it's not that it's wrong because she started with A. So I could also change this to start with A. I would do that by dividing both sides by 6. And when I do that, I'd have 1/6 times the number of ant legs, and that would tell me the number of ants. But Elena wrote it incorrectly. She wrote that we would take the number of legs and multiply by 6, and that would tell me the number of ants. So that one's wrong. So if you chose the one that says Elena is correct, I think you were thinking about the fact that every ant gets 6 legs, and that's true, but that doesn't match what is written here. This doesn't say that every 1 ant gives you 6 legs. This says that if you multiply the number of legs by 6, you get 1 ant, and that's not the way this is set up. So you needed to write it this way, or you could have written it as the A equals, number of ants equals 1/6 times the number of legs if you wanted to start it that way.